Hi there, everybody in YouTube land. It's me, RG Jubilee. This is the day before Christmas Eve, which I usually call Adam Eve. You see, Adam comes before Eve, Adam and Eve. Get it? And of course, for Christmas is Jesus Day, birth of Jesus. Here say happy, get ready for the bed rush and happy, get ready for Christmas. And so this is the Adam Eve, the eve of Christmas Eve. I know everybody's probably busy tonight. I've been busy too. I've been doing a lot of stuff getting ready. As you can see, my boys are ready for Christmas, and I'm ready for Christmas. Are you ready for Christmas? I've made a painting here of a Christmas lion. I guess even Logos the lion is ready for Christmas. Lion. You see a picture of it. That was a painting I was doing with my friend. We paint usually together, and we were doing Christmas paintings. We were having fun. And this is my edition of a Christmas picture for this year. We'll have a lion start. Let's have a lion share. Jesus is the lion of the tribe of Judah. Jesus is the King of Kings. And lion represents the king. And there's Logos. Logos is the word, like in the cartoon. Logos, the word of God. Actually, I got to start working on part two of that movie. Any of you seen Quest for the King, Journey into Paradise? Well, the second part is going to be The Return of the King, the Millennium Reign. We're celebrating Jesus' first coming, but he's getting ready to come back soon. It's soon coming, it's soon coming soon. I mean, all the signs of prophecy are being fulfilled. I know, one thing I discovered one big thing about eclipses. If you're a biblical scholar like you, me, who likes to dig into the end time prophecies, you know that we had things called blood moons and we have things called solar eclipses. A blood moon or a lunar eclipse is what that is. It's when the Earth's shadow shines over the moon and it covers it up. And a solar eclipse, of course, is when the moon covers the sun. Uh, Usually in Bible, eclipses we use as signs in the sky of the Lord showing special signs. And when these eclipses fall on special Hebrew holidays, and special holidays ordained from the Lord, they have a specific meaning. A lunar eclipse, which is the eclipse of the Earth's shadow on the moon, if a lunar eclipse is red, and it's also called a blood moon, is usually judgment over Israel. A solar eclipse, a solar total eclipse over a nation, or if it's over some kind of land, means judgment over the nation. If you remember in the Jubilean year, which was the year of Jubilee, 2017, there was a thing called the Jubilean year. And that Jubilean year was they called it the Great Eclipse, which went across from the United States, from California all the way towards the end where Florida is. We were able to see this eclipse happening in different time zones, about maybe 7 times. That was the most exciting day that this eclipse looked like the eclipses kept going on, and it was almost like my movie Alignment. Now there was a movie called Big Alignment, which is Alignment the movie, and I have that happening in one of my movies. Fortunately, the movie was done on videotape animation, which is a different um, format, which I have to get fixed up so I could put it up online. I didn't put those ones up online. Those are from the 80s, those big stuff movies. Eventually, when I get them figured out, because they were the older format, well, actually, that was a movie film, and that for movie film transfer. That's right. That was done on movie film, and then transferred to the. I don't. I'm trying to remember how I did it. It's been so many years ago. Technology keeps changing, so I have to keep changing equipment along with the technology. That goes to show how old I've been making big stuff cartoons. And I see Mr. Emoji Man is on again. Hello. I'm gonna have to call you Mr. Emoji Man. Hi there. Got all those emojis again. Uh, okay. Like I was saying, I found something fascinating about these eclipses in Bible prophecy. Do you know? Here, if you read the book of Genesis, have you ever wondered why Eve, like it's the Adam Eve? I call it today Adam Eve, Happy Adam Eve, which is the Eve before Christmas Eve, and Eve, Adam and Eve. Get it? Adam Eve, Adam, Christmas Adam. Some people call it Christmas Adam, and then Christmas Eve, and then of course Jesus' birthday. Want to know why the new day starts at nighttime? In the middle of the night, 12 o'clock, midnight starts a brand new day. Because Jesus, when he created all the heaven, the earth, and the cosmos, everything was created in darkness. And of course, when people have sin in their life, that's why Jesus came into the world to free us from sin. When he came, he took us out from the darkness into his marvelous light. He wiped away the sin. I wiped away, or he was the beginning of a new day. His light shines in the darkness, the covenant, and I comprehend now. See, evil tries to overshadow the Lord, but the Lord prevails, and the Shekinah glory of the Lord will overshadow the darkness. So when somebody who's a sinner accepts Christ, he's coming out of darkness into his marvelous light. When Jesus came into the world, he came into to conquer sin through his sacrifice. That's the whole reason why we celebrate Christmas. And he came in from the darkness. He came in the evening. He's the light of the world. His light comes out. See, it's like the eclipse. It's like the new day. Now, the reason why I say the eclipse is a judgment over a nation, here's the reason why I say that. And the Lord revealed this to me recently, about 2 days ago, when I was doing some eclipse here and I was looking at the Christmas video. The Lord gave me this Rhema voice and reason, because I always ask the Lord, why do you use the solar eclipse of judgment over the nations and the lunar eclipse of judgment over Israel? See, this is something Eclipsio has to do in one of its cartoons. Mr. Eclipsio, probably going to do it. I'm trying to figure out some kind of movie, but that shows this, but I'm going to talk to you about what I'm talking about, so you know what I'm talking about. He finally gave it to me 2 days ago while I was doing something on my big stuff cartoon, and I was looking at the Eclipsio, and I was like, and then I was talking about darkness, him coming at nighttime, and whoa, it dawned on me. I was reading something about prophecy, about the eclipse and all, and the Lord just gave it to me right then and there. Before a solar eclipse happens, the sun is bright, brilliant, and beautiful. It's the sun. They call it the sun. You could just say the sun is the son of God. It's a nation under God, let's say. It's bright and brilliant. America was established as a nation under God. But the darkness crept in because people tried to push God out of everything. So just like the solar eclipse, the moon, which is sin, is trying to blot out the light of the Lord. Or, can we say sin is trying to push God out of the nation? It's sin. It's people that don't want to accept Christ. They just want to take everything. That's what made this nation great. It's because we were one nation under God. They want to take in God we trust, of the money. They want to, God gave us the freedom. God gave us eternal life. God is a jubilee. He's the freedom. He's freedom from bondage. That's why Jesus came into it. That's why we're celebrating Christmas. That's why a lot of people go against Christmas, because, the darkness, Satan doesn't want this to happen. See, he knows his time is short. And that's why I'm going to tell you about why the eclipse symbolizes this. Satan knows that his time is short. So he's going to try to blot out the light. He's going to try to get rid of Jesus as much as he can. He's going to try to get rid of the truth. He wants to cover up the truth with his lies. He wants to turn the nation against God. He wants to eclipse, so to speak, eclipse everything God did. That is basically what a nation is. And one nation under God, if it turns away from the Lord and turns to the evil side, which is darkness, they allow the darkness to overshadow the light. But When Satan in the early kingdom of Israel, when Messiah came, when Jesus came, now we'll go back to the blood moon afterwards. See, the blood moon represents Jesus' crucifixion. The red blood of the Lord. See, I wake up into the lunar eclipse. That's the reason why lunar eclipse symbolizes judgment over the nation. They were praying for a Messiah. The Messiah came in his fullness before he was a light. Before a lunar eclipse takes place, the moon is bright light. But the worldly religion, which is the world that covers the moon at that time, you see, is making it get darker. And when it's totally dark and sin tries to overshadow it, the Lord's redness, his blood, his redemption blood comes into a full moon. His redeeming power. As much as the darkness tried to cover it up, it still glows red. And it didn't hide the moon completely, it made it red. You see, Satan cannot overcome what Jesus' blood is the most powerful. The name of Jesus is the most powerful. And Satan's trying to get rid of Israel as much as he can. No matter what he does, he cannot get rid of the blood, the red blood of the Lord. And an eclipse, usually all eclipses, lunar and solar, only have but 3 minutes before it starts to pass again. So Satan's time is short when he thinks he had the final victory. When he thought he killed Jesus, and Jesus, that's it. Let's go back to the eclipse now, the solar eclipse. When Satan's darkness came over Jesus' life, and he thought he blotted him out, and he was gone. And that was it. The Lord's corona, which is the light of the Lord, still shines in the dark of the darkness. The darkness couldn't completely cancel it, because when you see a solar eclipse, you would see that it gets dark, yes, but the corona of the Lord still shows. Corona means crown, the king's crown. And like I said, a total solar eclipse only lasts about 3 minutes. So Satan's victory only lasted but 3 days until Jesus came back out from the grave. And just like the stone rolled away, the moon has to roll away. The darkness has to roll away. The second that darkness rolls away, there's a thing called a diamond ring, a brilliant brightness of light, like the resurrection power of Jesus. He's had eclipses. The Lord created the eclipse for this reason, I think. He created everything. He created the whole universe because of the sun and the moon and how all the planets work together. And there's a purpose for everything he's put together. And what happens with a solar eclipse, you all know, is that the sun gets to shine again and darkness gets pushed away. And it's the final victory, and God is superior again. And he is the brilliant light that the darkness can't comprehend, It's like that. When the Lord comes back to establish his kingdom, when he comes as a second coming, establishes his kingdom on earth, there won't be no more darkness. It will be completely wiped out. It's kind of like that, And so the Lord can save us. That's why Jesus that we celebrate is very important. And in Israel, they didn't want to know about the Messiah. They still are in darkness. But some of them are coming to know the Lord now. There's going to be a thing. No matter how much the darkness tries to destroy Israel, I only probably think they succeeded for just a moment of time, like 3 minutes, which is to say 3 days or whatever. The blood of the Lord is going to prevail over that nation still, and because it's his people, and his redemption blood is going to renew it, and everything is going to be set in place. Israel and the Gentiles, the Jew and the Gentiles, there'll be a union between the both. The kingdom of heaven will be established on earth as it is in heaven. So it's the eclipse, I'd love to show you all that. Exciting, isn't it? Okay, Mr. DM Emoji Man, how you doing? I see you. I just want to finish my little thing. So happy Adam Eve. Are you ready for Christmas? Tomorrow's the eve, the Christmas day. Yep. The light into the world. The light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. Also, Jesus' birth was symbolic of a light too. A star, either a triple supernova explosion, or a supernova explosion, or a comet, whatever bright, brilliant light there was, it shined out into the darkness. You see, the wise men, it was so bright that the wise men were able to read by it at night and still see it during the day. And I believe there's only two things in the heavens that can do that kind of light. Unless the Lord put something else up there that's no scientists ever known or seen before. Because with the Lord, who is the creator of what is, does the impossible, makes it possible. I mean, look at this. Mary, of course, gave birth to Jesus, but she was impregnated with a sperm. He was impregnated by the angel of the Lord. There's no trace of a man in the birth of Jesus. Jesus says it wasn't her chromosomes that multiplied by themselves. It was that the Lord embodied her and put on the flesh and came out as a baby. See, look at the Lord, how humble he is. He's God. He came down as a human being. It's one of his creations. See, Christmas is the day that God, who is the creator of all that is, loved his creation, which is us. We were created in his image, loved his creation so much that he emptied himself of his all to become one of his creations so that his creation could come to know the saving knowledge of knowing him and be saved. He wants all of us to save. He don't want nobody to perish. He wants to save. If it was up to him, he want all of us to be in the kingdom with him. But he can't allow anything that's tainted or evil to come back. Also, when he establishes his new kingdom, we'll have disaster again like we have now. The Lord's next kingdom has to be completely pure. So you got to have your heart right and be sin-free and accept Christ in your heart. The only ticket, the only key to get into the door kingdom is to accept Jesus into your heart. So this Christmas, please accept Christ into your heart. Let this Adam Eve and Christmas Eve ignite the light in your heart. Let the darkness be pushed away. It's like the Earth's shadow on the lunar eclipse and the moon's shadow on the solar eclipse. Let's push away the darkness and bring in the light. Let the light reshine. Let's ignite the light again. Let's start anew. Eclipsio would like you to do that. Those fans of Eclipsio. And Embryo and Zygote and Big Stuff and Jim and Hayes and of course me, who's the creator of all the cartoons. But see, I may be the creator of the cartoons, but I'm not the creator of me. God is the creator of me. God created me so I can create. That through my creations, you'll come to know the word of the Lord too and be saved. It's the same thing, kind of. That's why I do what I do. I do it to make you happy. I do it to give you knowledge in the Lord. I do it because I love everybody. And I like to see everybody, just like Jesus does. Wants to see everybody be saved. So that's why we celebrate Christmas, to give God the glory, give God the light, give him the praise. Think on all pure and good things, you see. Sanctity of life is very important. That's why a power of prayer made it possible to get the real Apollo 13 boys back home on Earth again. It was the power of prayer. People cared for the sanctity of life 50 years ago. They did everything possible to save the 3 men's lives. And when they couldn't do any more, when everything was out of their hand, when the astronauts couldn't do any more, did all they were able to do, mission control did all it was able to do, the equipment did all it was able to do. There was also press against beyond design, but it did everything it was able to do. When there was no more control with human touch, the whole world united as one and prayed. I want the world all thought that all hope was gone in that last few minutes before return, when I was supposed to return and I didn't get no answer. They all prayed. Everybody prayed and had faith. It was the power of faith that moved the hand of God to make sure the astronauts made a pinpoint perfect splashdown. Because the world cared for the sanctity of life, cared for the life of these three men, to make sure they got home. And it was millions and millions of people that gathered together. That goes to show the love of lives of three people. Now today, the tables have turned. Nobody cares about life anymore. People kill people and they're like first for everybody. They kill unborn babies. They don't give a baby even a chance to live. They kill people this way, that way, for no reason. For stupid stuff, people kill people. It's terrible today. 50 years later, it's like, it's not happy. There is a lot of darkness in the world, and we need the light. Get it? The light of the Lord. The only thing that's going to save us, and care for the sanctity of life. That's where my heart pours out. I pray for everybody who's hurting, and of course, we lost a lot of lives during the coronavirus as well. The virus is like a judgment in the world the Lord sent. See, what you do to others, the Lord will not let any sin go unpunished. It's a sin to kill His creation and not give it a chance to live. Unborn babies being slaughtered. It's actually Baal's sacrifice. It's, in those days, they used to sacrifice unborn babies in the olden days in Israel. That was sin too, which caused the nation to fall. Let's not let that happen here. Let's do what we can to save those poor innocent babies. They deserve to be born and have Christmas also, just like you and I. They deserve to grow up big and healthy and happy and be able to go underneath the Christmas tree and open up presents, just like all your kids did, and as you did as you were a young kid. You see, there is no difference between the embryo you once was to the adult you are today. It's just a different stage of life in your development of living. I mean, this is how life is. You start as a sperm and an egg cell. You get fertilized, you multiply, you become that zygote, and the genetic material you get formed. DNA differentiation takes place. You start to look like an embryo. That's just one stage of life. Then the embryo starts to form bigger and bigger, and the eyes and the fingers and the eyeballs and the mouth and everything is becoming detailed. So you become a fetus where your features are showing. That's another stage in development. Then when the fetus gets bigger from a small little fetus about that size, after maybe 3 months, you're about that size. About 6 months, you're about that size. And about the ninth month, you are a baby about so big. It's amazing how a baby that size fit inside the tummy. Um, then you be born and you're a baby, which is another stage of life. Then the baby grows up, becomes a toddler, and it just goes on to the phases. And you got the teens, and then the adults, and young adults. Then you got the adults. Then you got the grandparents, and you got the grandmas and the grandpas, and it's just a different stage of life. We're all alive. Life is very valuable and very precious. And that's my Christmas wish, to have an end to abortion, that babies can live. Because life is valuable. Rather you be an astronaut or unborn baby, a doctor, a mailman, a singer, an actor. Can you imagine how many scientists and how many amazing people that could have been in the world to do wonderful things and find. Uh, only imagine what all those children could have done. It'd been a better world, Only they had the chance to live like you and I. That's why we should be all thankful for life. I was a premature baby. I was born a month ahead of time. I'm proof that a baby that's unborn is alive. Look at me. I'm alive. I was just in a different stage of life. And I just wanted to get out of the inside out. I want to get out into the world a lot faster, I guess. Yeah. I'm sure there are millions of babies that are premature enough. Some babies get premature birth even when they're 3 months in the body and survive. When they're a little fetus. That's what I call the miracle babies. And they survived that. Yeah, so I really care about babies. My dream was to, if I only had the money, I would have adopted and saved a baby for me and abort it, from abortion and adopt it as my own. So I can have a little girl, boy, to carry on the RG Jubilee legacy. Would have been nice. I'll tell you one, that little girl, kid, or boy would have had the best time of its life. Yeah. What better parent would a little kid want that's a toy maker and an animator? Yeah. Oh, I tell you, I never taught the kid how to do that stuff, I'm sure. I would have loved it. Oh, she would have loved it. Hmm. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll get one. I think I hope. If Sarah can have a baby at 99, why not me? At 62 or 61. Well, I'm going to be 62 soon in January. January will be my birthday month. And I'll be a Archie Jubilee birthday party just as well. Then I'll do a celebration with all my YouTubers. Tang. Embryo's favorite drink. And mine too. Makes your throat feel good. Vitamin C. I like Tang. Hi there, Biggie. Hi, Wormy. How you doing? It's me, Embryo, drinking some Tang. I just took it on one of my cartoon voices. Which, did you like the Christmas video I did? That's just really a short trailer of a longer movie I want to do. I couldn't finish the whole entire movie in time for Christmas because Christmas is in 2 days. But I'm still going to add to it, so eventually you'll see the full movie later on as I complete it. Right now I got to take a little break. I still got to sew some puppets up. Yep, I'm still working on those puppets. We got one right here. Almost ready to go. So I'm going to sew some of this while I'm talking to you. If you got any questions, let me know. This is another Earl. You ready? Yeah, I think she's got a head start on me. You think I'll be ready for Christmas? I need a body. I need to get stuffed. Man, not like big stuff, but stuffed. Oh, stuffed like a turkey. I'm being funny. Yes, I am. I like doing puppets. Puppet shows are fun. Do you like to do puppets? Puppets are fun to do. I'm going to pull this out a little bit so I get some space. Like my Christmas hat to my babies. Oh, I don't know if I showed everybody, but my chiropractor was wonderful. I went to the chiropractor Thursday for appointment. And like I say, I always carry my original big stuff along with me. It's my company. I've been celebrating the 50th year, and I've been sharing everybody the movies, and I've been like telling open door, telling about the movies and how fate. Like I just told you, how Lord gets the sense to your life was like an open door. How I can start getting into sharing the word of God, because that's what the Lord tells us to do: to go out into all the world and share the good news. And I use the Apollo 13 story as a springboard to share, the word of the Lord. Also, anything about the eclipse that the Lord gave me too is another springboard. I talk about eclipsio. Oh, and that's still part of the big stuff cartoon. So, all goes together. Because I can start talking about the cartoons and all the things I do. But I go to chiropractor, and, he gets a kick at me because I talk about them. When it was a pandemic, you see, this year, April, was the 50th year anniversary of Apollo 13. And because coronavirus March everything was closed down, and all the doctor's offices were closed down. Everything was closed down. The time when they were supposed to be making magazines for the 50th year anniversary of Apollo 13 or anything, everything was closed down. I don't even think they even made anything on Apollo 13's 50th year anniversary. I've been looking for stuff on it, and I couldn't find anything. So I asked all my friends in the doctor's offices if they have any magazines from April on the Apollo 13, if there's any ones on the 50th anniversary. I kept asking them because I wasn't able to go in the stores or go anywhere. And I was like frustrated because I had all dreams to go out to Kennedy Space Center and see what they had going on. Sometimes Jim and Fred go appear there in the astronaut place, and I get to see them. I actually know Jim and Hayes. I gave them copies of my movies. That was an awesome thing. I think I told you later in my earlier videos. If you see some of my earlier videos, I talk about when I first met Jim and when I first met Hayes. I wish I was able to meet Biggie, but fortunately, Biggie passed on. And I think it was 90. Well, I passed on the year after I made the very first animated cartoon, The Alignment, with Big Stuff. The year after I made The Alignment. So it was 81. I think it was 82. If I'm mistaken. I didn't even know that, It wasn't until 95 I found out. Because show when you're in New York, nobody even cared who Apollo 13 was. I found out the hard way out, and I kind of was sad because I was working. I was outside finding stuff on Apollo 13 and all. And I got a book, and it said that in there, and I was like, and my boyfriend at that time, my fiance, he was dying of cancer the same year that I found that out, and he likes the astronauts too. He liked my cartoon, and I didn't want to make him. And then they came out with they were coming out with that movie also, that movie that they didn't portray my astronauts the way it was. And it was a horrible thing, Well, so it was like that. It was kind of sad. Let's see. Puppets are awesome. Oh, thank you. I know I love puppets. They're fun. I'm just reading Wormy. What Wormy was about. Well, I gotta say, let's go back to what the chiropractor did. I had to go to chiropractor on the day when the rocket was supposed to first go up on the 17th, which was a Thursday, a week before Christmas, to get my adjustment. And I was sad because I was going to miss the rocket launch because it was supposed to be the rocket launch was supposed to go up that day. And when it comes back and goes boom, 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 I get excited by that. That's not of me. So I go walk in the office and I say, "Oh, I'm not gonna." They had the TV on, the news on, and there was the rocket right on the news. I came in the door at the right moment. I said, "Oh, there's the rocket! I'm not gonna miss the launch. I can look at it on the TV. That's great." So I was, and everybody in the office laughed because I guess they know I like the actor. And I said, "Why are you laughing?" And somebody in the back was laughing. And I said, I know I came in a little excited because I wanted to see the rock because someone comes back and goes boom, boom. But then the rocks were funny. Why are you laughing so much? Then one of the girls comes up to me and said, "Oh, do you have an appointment with us today?" And I went, "What? I got an appointment with you today. I have to make sure, I have to get my transportation. I want to book my transportation if I didn't have an appointment with you today. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Go pull your child from the back." And I'm going, "Wait a minute, from the back? They usually put the child in the front room in front of me." And I said, "Why is my child in the back?" It's like, they're going off fishy around here. And they were giggling in the back. And I'm wondering, why are they giggling so much? Okay. I go in the room like I usually go. Before I get the adjustment on my back, he put me in this room. There's a thing called a TENS unit. They put the things on the thing. The lady was like giggling at me and all. And I laid down, and I talk about the cartoons. And of course, I got my big stuff with me. I got to bring my own pillow and plop me up because when I'm in bed, I have to put myself up like this. Sometimes I stick big stuff to it. And I look at that because I was making a Christmas video, and a lot of times when I go to design the cartoon or make a story, I would look at this picture, look at their personalities, and I would just start talking out story and just giggling what I'm going to do with big stuff next. And, like it's like in a way like my company. And I start to talk to I'm talking to you guys the same way. It just helps me. That's how I get the so I would say the creativity to make the big stuff cartoon. I look at that face of big stuff, his puss, and then their faces. And I have this thing called Hazy Hazy. I keep doing that. I laugh and I giggle. I was having fun. And the lady was giggling too because she must have had me. I said, "Oh, I know I embarrassed myself. No one to see me talking to a picture." I know I was giggling. I was just thinking of I was thinking about some scenes for my next cartoon because they know I make the cartoons on the astronauts, and I'm sitting there and I'm relaxing and I'm thanking the Lord for a wonderful day, and you know. Then I go in the room to get adjusted. Now this chiropractor likes it. He likes my bubbly. Everybody here online likes me. Hazy? Oh, you said hazy? Yeah, this is hazy. It's Fred Hayes. Hazy. And that's why I say hazy. Uh, well, to make a long story short, you tell me I got a present for you. And I'm like, wait a minute, you already know me for about a year, about 2 years maybe. I think it was 2 years. I was a new customer there. And I think I know for about 2 years. And I guess I know I like the astronauts, And I said, I got a present for you. Wait, let me go get it in the back. I'm going, okay, present for me? I'm like, what can it be? I'm like, and I got the big stuff, and I'm waiting to go. And there's a spot where I said, can I put these boys over here? And they said, yeah, go. You can put it over there now. Because there was a cat that's sticking on this. I'm going to get adjusted. And I got my pillow. He was getting it ready for go on this. He had to have a table that I stand up on, and it goes down like that, and it's nice, So I go, and it says, so he goes in the back room, and he gets this box in the shape of, the shape of a magazine. And I immediately thought it was a picture. I know how something to do. It had to be something Paul Doty. Maybe he found the magazine for me of the 50th year anniversary or so. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Or a photograph. Because when I ordered this, these photographs, you could order some photographs online on the Apollo 13 astronauts, and maybe he found some pictures online for me or something. I had no idea what it was, but I knew it had to be something astronauts because the way he smiled at me, I said, and I like about it because I kept asking about the magazine if there was anything. So that's what I thought it was. That's what was in that box. When I saw it, my eyes opened I was like, I don't know how he did it. I don't know where he got it from. To find a magazine that's a half a century old is a miracle. He found me a backyard shooter. And I was like, like, ah! My heart was like, ah! I thought I was dreaming. It is a present of love. That's the true meaning of Christmas. For somebody to go out of their way. I don't know how he got this. He must have I must have searched for a long time. I have no idea how he got this magazine. All I know is that this made me one of the happiest people on earth. After being money scammed and losing all that money and being depressed and sad, getting this magazine put me back into Happy Land, and I've been on Happy Land since. This made my Christmas. And I have to give a big shout out again to my wonderful chiropractor. It's like, I mean, who would do such a wonderful thing? I mean, that's what you call true love. That's Christmas. Somebody go out of their way to do something like that. I just gotta say, I really like watching your my live streams. I love your overall energy. Hope you are doing well. Thank you, thank you. What's that? Uranus. Wait, I can't. Hold on, I can't read your name. It looks like it said Uranus. I don't think your name is a planet. Let me see. Eugenius. Pardon me, my dyslexia and my bad eyes. Teddy, right? The computer has to be a certain distance so I can live stream, and the words are small, so I know you're not the planet. I like planets. Thank you. I give you thumbs up. Thank you for liking it. It's okay. Mm. I have a bad. I'm bad with reading names. I apologize. Bad with spelling. Bad with reading names. Dyslexia is no fun. All my life I was teased. It makes it hard for me to read, write, and spell. But you know what? I may not be able to do that good, right? That's no big thing. Look what I can do. Yeah, make things like that. I make animated cartoons. I work on puppets. Yeah, what I don't have makes what I do have makes up what I don't have. See, almost got that reversed too. I think so. It's okay with me. I learned how to live with it all these years, and I'm happy. You know. So I also tell people too, if they have learning disabilities like that, don't let them get you down. But there were times I thought I was strange. At that time, when I was young, they didn't even know what dyslexia was. They thought I was goofing off, or there was something wrong with me. They thought I was schizophrenic. Like, 'cause I talked to this picture. I did. Yes, I did. That's how I designed I got the personality of the astronauts. I projected. Acted out the astronauts. In the beginning, I did not know how to animate, so I would act out my stories. I couldn't write them down on a piece of paper. I just drew pictures and I acted it out. That was the way I told my stories, and didn't really have an audience to share. People always thought I was crazy, something was wrong with me. So I knew the Lord was listening to every story I did with the boys. And I knew one day the Apollo 13 astronaut cartoon was going to make it big. My dream when I was 11 years old was that I want this cartoon to be animated, and I wanted to share it with the world. And like what I'm doing. Just that right now. 50 years later, I'm doing it here on YouTube. And what better time to celebrate is the 50th year anniversary? And it all started with the silly picture. And now a friend gave me a brand new one. Isn't that amazing? Well, this is the first century. Now we're going to go into the next century. If the Lord allows me to live that long, that'll be 100 years old, wouldn't I? Oh, you saying hi to Wormy? DM, you know Wormy? I don't know why she called her. Well, it's Wormy. Are you a man or a girl? I don't even know. I think you're a female. I can't tell because I can't see a face or a picture of you, so I have no idea. I can't make out the little picture that you have there from far away. It's hard to. I don't even know what it is because I can't make out the picture. It's so tiny. My eyeballs don't work like that. So, well, this is Biggie, and you're Wormy. Well, I'm just gonna chit chat. If anybody's got some questions, let me know. I guess I'll do a little sewing on the rest of this body of this guy here. I got a body started here going on. Gotta make his body. That's how body starts. 4 pieces. Yeah. Time for the fingers to do the job again. I just wish this knuckle, this knuckle go away. See that knuckle? What's the knuckle? I had cactus playing go. Oh, what are you gonna do? It doesn't hurt now, so I pray that it go away completely and then it'll be nice, you know. Does anybody got anything to say to me? Maybe I can get 6 more of these things done before next year. That's my goal. I got 6 more that I have to finish up in order. In between when I do my videos, I think I could sew a little. Because I had to finish off that Chris video. I premiered at a church and they all loved it. They get a kick out big stuff in the Christmas tree. But how did your shirt work? How did my how did I start working for Aaron? Did he contact you or did you contact him? Actually, all started with that little animatronic Billy Bob doll that he was selling. I was learning how to make animatronics. I always loved animatronics ever since I went to Disney World the first time and saw animatronics for the first time. In 1970, what is it, 1973. My father brought me there. It's either 73 or 74 when I went to Disney World for the first time. And I got glued to animatronics. So I was at my church. I was looking things up on YouTube. I was trying to learn how to do animatronics. Something came up on YouTube, a guy who made his own animatronics. And he also told where he got the motors and the servers. And I when I used to live in New York City, I used to go crazy trying to find display motors to make things like this. And I could find it was really hard. I had to walk all around Canal Street to look for stores where they sell the motors. I used to hike and hike and hike. But then I saw online this guy showing how to make animatronics. He was showing the servo motors and how he programs them and everything. And then he gave me a link to a place called Robot Shop and Servo City. And from there, I started getting into animatronics. And I've always wanted to learn how to make my own animatronics. Watching his videos, how he did animatronics. And I've been looking at lots and lots of YouTube videos of animatronics. Now, in New York, I know about Showbiz Pizza Place and Chunky Cheese. I always wanted to go to Showbiz Pizza Place originally, but Showbiz Pizza Place was too far for me to go. I had no way to get to it. It was like in Long Island or something. I don't know where it was. I have no idea. I don't remember. It's way back when. And that was 85. But there was a Chunky Cheese that just opened up where I lived. And it was a walking distance from my house. So I got to see animatronics. And I personal. And I was like, oh, I wish I could build something like that. And I wanted to make my own animated animatronics. And I do have them. They're in the other room. In one of my videos, I have my animatronics I made on the Apollo 13 astronauts. And how cool it would be if I had animatronic dolls of my astronauts or my cartoon characters. And so, I didn't know how to get all that stuff at that time. Until I moved here to Florida and I was looking up on YouTube. I saw videos. I started uploading videos about Chuck E. Cheese first. And I got amazed. I was like, oh, there's that mouse. The Chuck E. Cheese mouse. Then I saw the Billy Bob, and I saw Showbiz Pizza Place, and I got glued to it. Then they showed us. Then I was looking more and more, and I love animated mechanical toys, like animatronic toys. And I saw that they had Aaron had a mechanical miniature animatronic Billy Bob. And oh, how I wish I could get a doll like that. I was looking all over to see if anybody had any of those for sale or anything. I come across Aaron. And some people said, "Why don't you write to Aaron about it? He has ones for sale." I wrote to Aaron, and I ordered one of the dolls from him. And from that, and before I did that, it was that doll. See, I did not know if I would ever get that doll. So I decided, the more I learned about how to do animatronics, I started building my own. And I said, you know what, I'm going to build my own animatronic. And I made the first one. I've made my own Billy Bob. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see how I've been making Billy Bob dolls and animatronics. I was learning all that from YouTube. And I was making my own miniature Rockafly. I said, and then I got in touch with him. And I wanted to show him the dolls that I made. Show how much I liked the Showbiz Pizza and tell him the history of what I'm telling you right now and how I got into animatronics and all. And I showed him the dolls. When I ordered the doll, he invited me over to show him the dolls, and he saw what I made. And it was from there on, I was trying to sell dolls and trying to get somewhere. And I said I was a toy designer and all. And, I designed this Earl puppet. So maybe because I'm good at making puppets, I said, maybe I can sell the Earl puppets. And he said, I hit that, and everybody wants to buy the Earl puppets. And then I made a little tiny Antioch spider, which was part of the animation stage show, because I made dolls on all of them. And I made miniature plush dolls, too, like the animatronic stage show that I did. And then, but I made it out of stuff that I had around the house. Now, I didn't have 3D printers or nothing. I don't have a lot of money. Now I don't have any money because all the money I've been saving, I got scammed and lost a lot of it. So I'm struggling again to make money again. It's like, yeah. So I'm glad I got some orders and I'm making these dolls. So this helps me survive, pay my bills. I need to get an air conditioner badly. So I'm working my little fingers off to try and save money for an air conditioner, so I don't have to die next summer. Believe me, it's hot without air conditioner. And then when it gets cold, I get freezy without air conditioner. It's like, either it gets too hot or too cold. I like when it's nice now. Today's nice. But they say it's supposed to get cold next week, so blah. So I'm going to enjoy the nice weather while I got it. So that is my story, how I got to meet Aaron. And since then, it's been a love, I guess, up. I got the permission to make these. For the commission, he's got to get a percentage because it's not my copyrighted item. He allows me to make these for him, and I make orders, and he sells them, and I make them, and he gets orders for dolls, and I make them. The thing is, I won't make any more of the animatronics for sale because nobody buys them, number one, for the price I want, because it costs a lot of money to make. And he's got to get his copyright for it. And plus, they're very fragile. They're not made like toys you buy in the store. They're made here by hand. They're made out of, cardboard and popsicle sticks. They're not made out of, I don't have a 3D printer to make them the right way. I make them out of what I can because I don't have much money. So, they're not made really strong. They were made as it was really made as a prototype or something I wanted to put into production and have it made the right way. That was just a prototype. It was mainly made for display purposes. For a collector, I designed, because collectors know how to handle things carefully, because, and it was kind of hard because it breaks easy, and I can't sell things like that. They're too fragile. People don't like. See, only I know how to handle it. But if I make puppets don't break that easy. And I just tear them apart. So that's why I'm just going to do puppets and stuffed animals. The animatronics. I show you how to make them on my YouTube channel. what I used to make. I used soda bottles and popsicle sticks and rods, and I buy the servo motors from Circle City and Robot Shop and Flight Props. Flight Props sells controllers. And Easy Robot. Those are the four places I found out that are very good for buying motors and things, for animatronics and mechanical things. I was thinking about doing things like this, or maybe rocket fire explosion if Aaron says it's okay, or my astronauts, or anything. I can even animate you. Like that, just need a good picture of a person, of you, of a person, or whoever wants to be animated, and I can animate them. Because I got to blow the picture up, and like I did this. Sometimes the picture doesn't have arms and legs. I have to paint to see how, as you can see, I'm on a. And that pictures come from this. Well, the magazine was new. Uh, and I like this now. Now I got a nice new one. I can do it again. If somebody wants to copy it, I can use it to, as a pictures. And see, now it's Jack Swagger here. Doesn't have all his body here. He uses Fred Hayes. I have to usually paint it and put it all together and add the legs and everything. It's all hand painted. No two would ever be alike because I make them, from scratch. It's all hand painted and hand done. It's a it's a work of artwork. It's a piece of artwork, It's hand done like this is a work of art, it's not manufactured like a factory, you see. It's just me making them. And that's how I do it. And it's fun. That's how I got to know Aaron and how I got to do what I'm doing now. I am working on a life size Billy Bob. Once I start working on that, when I get some money back, I was saving money, but the money I lost. I see some of my Billy Bob puppets I made over here. It's right there. But in the back, see the back over there in the dark right there, I'm waiting. There's a large spinning bob I'm working on over there. I still got to work him out. I got boxes and everything all over the place. I'm cleaning things up. I'm trying to do things. It got so hot in the summertime, I just stuck everything all over the place. Now I'm busy doing this, and now it's hard to do that. And then it's Christmas, so it's like, I figured as I'm doing this, I could do a fast live stream. Say hi, everybody. And I see Mr. Emojis again. It would be nice if you wrote out what you were saying rather than showing emojis. I have no idea what that means and what you mean by it. I see happy faces, sad faces, mean faces, evil faces, tongue sticking out. I don't know. To me, it looks like it's offensive. I don't know what it means. I have to look up what each one stands for, and then I have to figure out what you mean by what you're doing. Easier if somebody talks like, do you still have frogs? Yes, I still got frogs. I love frogs. I got frogs and toads. I had them in the other room. I got a little male baby toad. I don't know, it's a female. Some more want to grow. It starts to grow, chirp. That's how I know it's a male. Well, it's got and his little paisley paws show little label pads. That's how I know it's a boy. I also got Macy's too. And I got uh, two cats. There's one outside, another cat, a stray cat outside that needs a home, and I'm trying to get her to come in. And I got a puppy dog that's sleeping underneath my table right now. We took over a bag of stuffing that I had on the floor. She made a bed out of it. Eh, yeah, that's my family, my little animals. And I got two little turtles. Yeah, I got a zoo. Keeps it going. Did you see my Christmas video? Did you see Biggie 2020 Hazy Journey? That's one of my best ones I made so far. I tell you, Big Stuff Cartoon this year, this coronavirus year, the 50th year anniversary of Big Stuff. I never in 1 year made so many Big Stuff Paul 13 cartoons. In 1 year like this year, I could. Usually I make just one a year. This year I made four full-length movies and several shorts. A short means it's about either 15 minutes to 20 minutes long. A movie is considered an hour or 2 hours or hour and a half to 2 hours or longer. When it's longer like a quest, it's more like a motion picture. Or it could be a series too. You could be broken apart in sections. There's a trio on there, kind of. Yeah, it's fun to make movies. Depends on the story, what story I'm going for. Some stories are short, some stories are long. Depends on what the adventure is that we're going into. Wherever the astronauts go, I go, I guess. Yeah, I go on adventures together. We travel together. Anybody got any ideas that you would like to see the boys get into? Anybody got some funny ideas for what I should do for with big stuff? And I got to be good, clean, and wonderful. I did not anything bad. I don't do bad. Big stuff is a clean cartoon, family film. I don't do Tilipo humor in my cartoons neither. It's got to be good, clean. One thing you're not going to see on any of my big stuff cartoons, any of that stuff. That's probably why big stuff is so popular. Is everybody ready for Christmas? You gotta go to bed. Okay, I'm gonna be going to bed soon too. I'll be shutting this site off soon because I gotta start getting ready too. I got another day tomorrow. I gotta get ready for Christmas, Christmas Eve. I just wanted to say Happy Adam's Eve. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Oh, come on for a short thing tomorrow too. So I got a few last minute things to get ready for the holiday. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I guess I'm probably going to do a virtual Christmas with my fans, my YouTube fans. I hope everybody has a great and happy Christmas. And I guess I'll see you all. If the Lord's willing, I'll be on again tomorrow. And I'll be doing something maybe on Christmas Day, depending on what my schedule is. I plan to do something. I just wanted to say hi tonight because I had a few minutes. I have to digest my food before I go to bed. I ate, and I figured and I was looking at my sermon on TV, and on the computer, I had a thing I was looking at on one of my sermons, and then I figured I stay here and say hi to my YouTube fans, and uh, do a little sewing on this puppet, and then get ready to go to bed. Well, if anybody has anything else to say, uh, good night, DM. And Eugenius, and the other one, Wormy. My shout goes out to you. You're sure you're getting ready for tomorrow, Christmas Eve. Have a happy Christmas Eve. And this is RG Jubilee shining the light of Christmas. Until then, Biggie and I say have a happy Merry Christmas. Oh, Jack's working over there, the astronaut. And my Apollo team boys. We say have a Merry Christmas. And see you around. Have a happy Adam Eve. This is Christmas Adam Eve. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. And then the morning is Jesus' birthday. Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, Mommy, Merry Christmas to you. Today is Happy Adam. You get it? Happy Adam's Eve. Adam and Eve. Adam's Eve and an Eve. I wonder if anybody caught the joke. Well, you have a blessed evening, you three. Have a Merry Christmas. Hope to see you tomorrow and Christmas Day, depending on how busy my schedule is. I'll try to squeeze on a few minutes. I don't know when that will be. I don't know my schedule, but when I get, I have no idea what's going to go on. So, wherever the Lord leads me, I follow. So, this is RG Jubilee saying, Roger, and out, and have a merry, happy Adam's Eve until Christmas Eve, and then Jesus' birthday, Christmas Day. See you around. Bye.